Welcome back. All right, so some more news of the day material for your Monday. Had a feeling we'd have more, and we have more. Gregory Hoffman stepped away from the Columbus Blue Jackets for personal reasons, goes home to Switzerland, and has informed the team he will not return. So Hoffman, who I thought was having a decent season, and a veteran of 11 seasons in the Swiss League, so not really a rookie coming in. I thought he was playing well for Columbus, but he will not return, and so the team has no choice but to suspend him. That way he's not getting his pay, doesn't count towards whatever, and so he's gone. It sounds like he's not coming back to the National Hockey League, which again, kind of too bad, but hopefully everything's okay with him because he had to step away for personal reasons the team was okay with, so hopefully everything's okay. Rick Bowness was fined $25,000 today from the NHL. I mean, there's not much there. Like he smashed his stick after the game was done, and he was mad and he hit the wall and everything. But I mean, it's understandable that he's upset. They had a 1-0 lead in the final minute, and he felt like the officials kind of hosed them. So I don't have a problem with a coach doing that. I mean, it's not like he hit a player. It's not like he threw anything on the ice. I'm actually kind of surprised he got the $25,000 fine, but I guess that level was set earlier this year with the fine to Brindamore. So, yeah, for bonus, it's 25 grand. What do you think? 25 grand, is that fair? Is that fair? All right. Olympic news. Junior age players are going to be playing at the Olympics. Jake Sanderson is going to play for the U.S. team at the Olympics. So that's good news for Sens fans if you stay up till middle of the night to watch the games from Beijing. Which I will not be doing this year. Just throwing that out there. I'm not getting up in the middle of the night to watch the Olympic Games that are going on. So I'll just get all the recaps and everything after, right? So yeah, Sanderson will be joining Team USA. I think it's a really wide open tournament now that the NHLers aren't going. And on some level, it's a more interesting tournament to me when there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of veteran players and whatnot going over there and everything. What you really want down, don't you? If you notice, when their head bobs around like that, the more their head bobs around, the more excited they are. So clearly, she's all worked up right now. I don't understand why. Did you want to go back up there? Here. Did you want to go back? There you go. Yeah, I'll put you up there. Is that okay? All right. Okay, she seems happy. Let's move along. Jack Eichel's going to be in Vegas this week, so he's getting closer. Vegas does have $10 million they're going to have to shed in salary. Now, with Pacioretty on LTIR, that drops to $2.5 million, but I think they need to start looking to get rid of the $10 million pretty quick because you want to make sure that you have that all set up so you don't have to make a snap decision later. I think it leads to a worse trade offer from a GM when they know you have to make that move immediately rather than you'd prefer to make that move. So Eichel will be in Vegas when he comes back. Again, I think the easiest move for Vegas to make. Now you're back at my feet. What do you want? Anyways, so it's like bear, but bunny form. So Dodonov being moved and then Riley Smith being moved would be the easiest way to make that cap space, and that's just me off the top of my head. We'll see if they get creative, what they do with that. With that space so that they have enough cap in order to add Jack Eichel's $10 million hit. It's expensive. And then to see what that does to Vegas's lines, right? Because let's just say Riley Smith goes. You've now lost one of the original misfits. You've lost 1/3 of what is arguably their most consistent and solid line, consistently dangerous line as well. And so you're creating this super line. Once Pacioretty's ready, you'd have Pacioretty, Eichel, and Stone, which is a very expensive line, but potentially also a very explosive line. So for Vegas, keep an eye on them over the next little while. Buffalo news. JJ Peterka is in protocol, so what's happening now is Jack Quinn is going to make his debut tomorrow for the Buffalo Sabres. So I'm excited about that. Buffalo getting a chance to see all of their prospects in games this year, maybe a little bit earlier than expected, but we'll see how Quinn does, right? So for Quinn, wish him the best. He's had really good stats in the American League. I think he's close to ready. I really look at what Buffalo's doing with their prospects and some of the guys being kept in the AHL who might be ready. And it reminds me of Toronto and what they did with Nylander that first year where he was probably ready, but they left him with the Marlies. And it was, we'll bring him up next year. It ended up working out really well. So that can be a good call. That ability to know when to call somebody up and when is the perfect time in their progression to the National Hockey League, when's the perfect time to call them up, so they don't over ripen in the AHL or in a junior system, and you're not rushing them either. Having that balance can really be a sign of a fantastic GM and a fantastic development system. So if Buffalo plays this right, we could look back 2-3 years down the road and say they did everything right, and now they're reaping the rewards, and they're going to be back in the playoffs. So Dylan Larkin, for Detroit fans, apparently still being evaluated. I haven't seen anything regarding Bertuzzi either today, which tells me it's not seen as being bad. He appeared to get cut with a skate during last night's game in overtime. So Larkin's still being evaluated. I haven't seen any updates yet. Usually that means it's longer term, but again, we don't have the timeline for that. And also, Evander Kane. There are teams calling about Evander Kane. And Darren Drager's reporting that Edmonton's one of the teams calling about Kane. So we'll see. We'll see where he ends up playing, who ends up signing him. The expectation is it would be a contract for the rest of the season, while the grievance that's been filed against San Jose goes ahead. My guess is that they find a way to settle it. I think San Jose just wanted that contract gone. I think they find a way to settle it with Kane and put it to an end. But the NHLPA has filed that grievance for Kane, so we'll see what happens there. But there you go. Somebody's apparently going to sign him, and we'll see what happens to that team's fortunes if things get what happens, right? And if it's Edmonton, that could definitely help the depth scoring, sure. And apparently, too, if he's going to sign for the rest of the season, odds are it'll be for less money. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.